As the smoke relentlessly billows from these burning Peak District moors, the earth and wildlife beneath is gradually being destroyed. The fire service and mountain rescue teams are working together to try to stop this fire at source. That's why we've got one of two helicopters here, which are effectively doing laps of this reservoir, Torside Reservoir, collecting water and taking it to the top of Tintwistle Moor to try and douse those flames. These pictures, taken almost 3 weeks ago, show the fire in its early stages, covering around 400 square metres. Now it's estimated more than 640 acres have been burned.
Yeah, it's been quite terrifying.
For those watching the fire edge nearer, it's an unwanted spectacle. Phil helps to run this water sports club at the bottom of the hill.
We are keeping close eye on the wind direction. Yeah, there is a concern. There's lots of flammable material around here. It's very dry.
The smoke prompted an early school pickup for parents, the dry heat showing no sign of abating.
I think it is a good decision because you can't keep 30 children locked up in a classroom with closed windows.
3 miles away, firefighters remain at Dovestone Reservoir 3 days after videos on social media appeared to show fireworks being lit in the area. Today, a 20-year-old woman's been charged with offences including aggravated arson.
The ground is tinder dry, so it is spreading. We've got high temperatures which have been maintained throughout the rest of the week.
Elsewhere, the flames have come and gone. This stretch of Western Nature Reserve in Southampton is now a charred wasteland. But with no rain on the horizon, places like the Peak District remain at risk. Authorities urging visitors not to add to a workload that's already weighing heavily. Jonathan Brown, ITV News.
Volunteers describe conditions on the moors above Greater Manchester as apocalyptic as fires and moorland groups battle to put 2 wildfires out.
Well, the fires continue to burn with smoke drifting for miles and miles. Poor air qualities force some schools to close and is affecting places as far away as the Wirral.
This is Dovestone, right now, where firefighters are still working hard. Earlier today, a 20-year-old woman appeared in court charged with aggravated arson in connection with that fire.
And moorland at Tintwistle is also still ablaze this evening. Anna Joseph sent this report from Higher Swineshaw, halfway between both fires.
Well, as you can see behind me, a massive operation is still underway to try and take control of these wildfires. The fire on Tintwistle Moor has been raging now for nearly 3 weeks with no end in sight. Joining me now is Richard Bailey. Richard is from the Peak District Moorland Group. You've been up on those moors. What's it like?
Absolutely horrendous. So we've been involved with wildfires since 2018, Saddleworth, which was just over the hill. This is apocalyptic. The amount of vegetation, the amount of peat that is burning, the smoke is really choking. It's very dangerous conditions.
Is the end in sight?
I don't think so. We've got various control lines which we're trying to contain the fire, but the fire keeps leaping because of these fierce winds and the temperature. So no, we need rain, and that isn't coming anytime soon.
There's a team of about 20 volunteers currently working up there, and you're working in shifts, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Yes, just simply we started on Sunday night, realised that the fatigue was massive, and we decided now to go in shift patterns, so working day and night, you know, along with the fire service who are on site all the time.
Thank you for taking the time to join me. Stay safe. Well, Richard has actually spoken to me about how valuable all the donations have been from the community. We've had people giving meals, bringing water, and there's been a real coordinated effort at a local cricket club in the area. It really is a sense that the community are coming together to try and help, and I spoke to the manager of that cricket club earlier today.
So cooking 3 times a day, breakfast, dinner and tea, getting them up there. Obviously these guys are up there all night, so they've been up there all night again last night. So they're in on rotors, so coming down, having a bit of a break and then going again. So it's just basically keeping on top of things and keeping them fed and watered.
We also know how the wildfires are continuing to affect the local area. There is dense smoke in the air. In fact, some of the local schools made a decision today to actually shut early. We spoke to some of the families who were affected.
I think because the smoke in the air has got worse and it's got closer, and I can see the difference, you know, from this morning. It is a lot, you know, worse than it was. It was quite clear this morning.
I think there's safety for the children because they're not able to play out. Luckily enough, there is people that can pick them up, but mums work, don't they?
I think it is a good decision because you can't keep 30 children locked up in a classroom with closed windows. It's a very hot, uncomfortable environment. They're not going to learn. They're too hot. They're uncomfortable.
And with the hot weather and high winds expected to continue, the fire service are well aware they've still got a big job on their hands.
There's a number of factors that are impacting on the spread of the fire and the development of the fire, and they include the fact that the ground is tinder dry, so it is spreading. We've got high temperatures which have been maintained throughout the rest of the week, lack of rainfall and strong winds as well.
The fire crews and the volunteers will be out here on the moors overnight, and there's a real sense that this is going to continue for some time yet.